This is Derek Pascarella, otherwise known as A-Team, working on the English translation patch as the developer slash ROM hacker slash graphics editor slash doing some editing, whatever. Nakoruru on Dreamcast, a Samurai Showdown visual novel spin-off, and upon its completion, it will actually be the first English language visual novel on the Dreamcast, at least official retail, not including the indie game Divvy Dead. But what I wanted to show off here, I'm using a RetroArch here, going to be shipping a bonus disc with this game using a modified version of the Japanese Dream Passport web browser. This bonus disc is going to initially boot the player into this screen where all they've got to do is click exit here, and then a landing page, if you will appear with the game's logo and three little pieces of bonus content. We've got an OVA episode here that's actually playable directly within the browser. We'll take a look at that in a minute. So this was actually originally produced by ARMS in 2002. Features all the same characters and settings as the game. The second episode was actually mostly completed from what I've read, but the series lost funding, unfortunately. So this one single episode is all that exists. I wanted to preserve it as best I could. So, full disclosure, I actually found the episode on YouTube, of all places, with English captions. So I converted those to a subtitle file, re-encoded it with subs hard-coded, and put it in a format that the Dreamcast likes. We've got that there. And scrolling down, we've also got, from Harumi Ikoma, yeah, you can tell I don't speak Japanese whatsoever. She's a voice actress who actually plays Nakoruru in this game, and she recorded, kind of think of it like the theme song, if you will. It's a song of pretty big significance if you actually play the game itself, and roughly translates to the traditional Shrine Maiden song. Again, this will play directly within the browser. We'll take a look at that in a moment. And the last thing I'm going to be including on the bonus disc is something that I also included in my translation patch for Sakura Wars Columns 2, and that is a 100% fully unlocked save. That can be downloaded or transferred, however you want to think of it, copied directly to your VMU when playing this on hardware or in an emulator. So really, I did this because, and I did this for the same reason over on Sakura Wars Columns 2. I spent a lot of time working on modifying all of the extra content that comes with the game, and I really wanted to make sure that players had a chance to enjoy it. So you can see here I've listed there's things like music and picture galleries, character bios, even little messages from the voice actors, and also custom VMU icons you can download. So those who played Sakura Wars Columns 2 and used the built-in feature to download a unlocked save or the DLC will find this to be familiar. You just click on the little link, and it will download directly to your VMU. I'm going to click no because I don't want to overwrite the one that I've got. And it's as simple as that. Now for our music, over-scrolled there, for our music, using Dream Passport's built-in ADX player, an audio format commonly found on the Dreamcast, you can see that if I click play, so I won't let this run too long, but you'll hear Harumi start singing in a moment or two. All right, close that. And now for the actual OVA here. It's about 30 minutes long. Is it optimal video quality? No, not even close. In fact, the Dream Passport browser has a 240p resolution limitation, so I couldn't even go 480p. In fact, I spent hours re-encoding this video over and over again, wondering why it wouldn't play when I had plenty of other sample clips that played without issue, until I discovered that it was in fact the video resolution. So if we click this here, we'll see on the bottom right there are these controls. They can't be hidden or anything, but they're real simple. Just pressing A will play the video again. It's really more like a replay, start over. If we hit the start button, it'll toggle pausing on and off. But I will let this play for just a moment so we can see just a bit of it and see some of the subtitles that come up for the actual spoken dialogue. All right, so we get an idea of how this would work and how this would look. I'll go ahead and pause it. Yeah, so it doesn't look too awful. Consider, you are watching this on a Sega Dreamcast. So I think the novelty of that alone, and really kind of the unique novelty of shipping a bonus disc with some extra content here for an English translation patch is pretty cool. So I'm pretty proud to have put this together, and I am very excited for the day that this entire massive project is completed, so all of you out there can play it. I'd say maybe summer 2002 is reasonable. Figure this is a visual novel with somewhere around 90,000 lines of dialogue, and we're not talking cheap little one-off lines or simple text that's really just there to kind of drive a story along on a more shallow level. I mean, really, this is a visual novel, right? So the entire vehicle for having the player feel like they're part of this world and going through this entire journey is entirely done through text, along with obviously some images and audio and certain things like that to accompany it. But by and large, it's through the text. So we really want to make sure that we, deliver something that's polished, something that's beautiful to read, something that's captivating, going to keep players engaged, and we're not going to stop until we get there. So thanks for watching the video, and look for more updates in the future.